the pressing issues within the ANC. Did you deny the offer by Senzo Mchunu to step aside, and why?
Let me correct that. It is incorrect that we denied. And at the same time, I see your headline you are running with. It says that the ANC rejected. It didn't. I explained here in your show. I'm doing it again for the second time. I did explain that position in a press conference of the ANC. Coming from the NEC, the ANC has got a step-aside rule which relate to members of the ANC who are appearing before courts to actually step aside. When it comes to matters of integrity, we deferred that to the Integrity Commission. I did report that Senzo appeared voluntarily before the Integrity Commission. There was no way that the NEC or its structure, the NWC, could have taken a decision for him to step aside. Should he have done what he has done voluntarily, we subjected that to Integrity Commission. That was even before the events have actually started. We look and do an evaluation of the events of Madlanga Commission weekly. And tomorrow we'll do the same. And then we'll weigh up whether should we take the offer, because we can't do something to Senzo which we will not do to another person. The rules are the same.
So
if we wanted to upgrade now to say by mere allegations, you must actually step aside from your rules. We are laying a precedent that must apply to everybody. But in this instance, he did, and we wish to confirm that he did offer to step aside, and that is the point that we reflected on based on our rules. Against them, we took that decision.
So let's not get this wrong, because you're saying we're getting it wrong. He appeared before the Integrity Commission voluntarily of the ANC. He then offered to step aside, but the ANC has not made a decision on whether or not he should step aside as yet. You are waiting for what exactly?
No, the step aside rule does not say if it is alleged you have done something, you must step aside. In the case of Senzo, we subjected that to the Integrity Commission, to be advised by Integrity Commission, and therefore he did voluntarily make that particular provision that he wishes to step aside for the duration of these proceedings.
But why has the ANC not accepted that offer?
I've explained that it does.
But I don't understand why, because your policy says that if you are alleged, I know he's been put on special
No, it doesn't say we have.
So what does it say? What does your policy say?
The policy says that if you are charged in a court of law, you are required to step aside voluntarily, or otherwise you'll be subjected to disciplinary process. In this instance, there was no charge. These were allegations which were going to be tested through a process of a commission. In that regard, we then subjected him to the Integrity Commission, of which he had already made an offer to appear before the commission. And in this particular instance, that matter is unfolding.
Okay, because he's not charged, therefore he's not stepping aside.
We wouldn't say anyone step aside on the allegations. And in this particular instance, these were allegations which are now before the commission. Senzo had made that offer. If the ANC decided that he must step aside on the basis of that, that will fly against our rules, but at the same time, it will lay a precedent that will mean we've got to be consistent. In this instance, now that the commission have started and the Integrity Commission have not finalized its work that we have deferred to it to look at matters of integrity, it's up to the executive to decide what it does, because this commission does affect the ANC negatively. And
of course it does. There are serious implications here.
No, it does, because of individuals who happen to lead in the matters that have been dealt with before the commission. So the ANC will reflect on that and take a decision.
What about Malusi Gigaba?
Malusi Gigaba, it is also unclear to us whether he is charged or not charged. He was called by IDEC to appear before it. and that's where it ended. And so he did explain himself in public that he was not charged. Should he have been charged, I'm sure by now he would have stepped aside voluntarily.
Okay, but are you monitoring that as the ANC to figure out if he is charged, then he will have to step aside?
We are monitoring every individual who happened to be faced with such challenges and at the same time occupying a leadership role in the movement. So Malusi is no exception. So our rule of step aside have never had eyes. It has applied to everyone faced with such challenges when it comes to the African National Congress.
There's still a lot of